Welcome everyone to another video. Today my name is Nicholas or Nick Greer. It doesn't even matter to me, so let's get into it. And today I will be talking about the DC Comics character known as Oblivion. He made his first appearance in Icon issue 22 in February of 1995. He was created by Dwayne McDuffie and Mark Bright. Calicak or Calicak is an alien citizen of a highly advanced civilization called the Cooperative, where they've been developing scientific advancement for millennia. They created genetic engineering and medicine which caused them to live a lot longer than usual. The Cooperative would test out a process called reconstitution on one of their citizens. This is where the individual's mind is placed in a freshly cloned body. For example, whenever one of the citizens' bodies is completely annihilated, the reconstitution process can bring them back in a new cloned body with all of their genetics. This process helps citizens avoid death for 250,000 years, making them somewhat immortal. With all of this information out the way, Calicak didn't support any of this, believing it was unnecessary. After doing some research on the Cooperative, he began to become curious about permanent death, which started affecting his sanity. His family started seeking for help, but this was unsuccessful. Sent to a prison planet by Arnis, who I guess is the same race from Calicak. Calicak is upset by this and plots his revenge on Arnis. In 1839, Calicak escapes the prison planet after murdering his therapist and will take the code name of Oblivion. Still wanting revenge on Arnis, Oblivion finds where Arnis was and planned on blowing up his ship, which was a fail. As 83 years passed, the Cooperative believed Arnis was dead and they created a clone of him. Thrilled by this, Oblivion managed to avoid captivity and went on a massive killing spree, killing up to 350 individuals. After this horrific news, Arnis was found alive on Earth by the authorities by the Cooperative. It's revealed that he took the mantle of Icon after crash landing on Earth. Completely forgetting about Oblivion, Oblivion managed to receive this news and of course goes after him. Arriving on Earth and learning its lifestyle, he learns that things are completely different from his home world, especially since the reconstitution process isn't a thing on Earth. Continuing his killing spree, he injected himself with nano assemblers, microscopic machines that granted him superpowers similar to Icon. Although he couldn't fly, he has the ability of shapeshifting and would alter his clothing to resemble the costume of Icon. This resulted in news outlets confusing him with Icon as he slaughtered dozens of civilians. Meeting Icon's sidekick, Rocket, who's actually Rocket's friend, Darnice, she believed that Buck Wild, who took over Icon's superhero identity, was Oblivion. Trying to talk him out of it, she was close to being killed until Buck Wild stepped in, who Oblivion believed was Icon. As Buck Wild was severely injured, he noticed that this wasn't the real Arnis and took his attention towards Darnice. Running away in fear, she alerted Raquel, the real Rocket. Contacting Icon and suiting up, the real Rocket takes on Oblivion while Darnice takes care of her friend's son. Eventually, Oblivion was too much for Rocket to handle, so she lured him away from civilians, which led to her being cornered. Nearly killing her, Icon arrives. With this intense 1v1 battle, Oblivion was gaining the upper hand and tried finishing off Icon by reverting to his regular form. This ended up leading to his defeat, which didn't last long as he got back up only to be blasted by Icon's energy blast. This resulted in the nano assemblers to overload, making him powerless. Oblivion is last seen returning to the prison planet where he is heavily guarded. Now let's move on to his powers and abilities. Superhuman strength and durability and stamina. Regeneration, shoot thermal blasts from his hands. Shapeshifting, making him somewhat symbiote-like. Longevity, elasticity or stretchy powers. Energy resistance and multilingual.